You log into Credit Karma, check your score, and feel like a financial genius because you're sitting at a crisp 740. You head over to a car dealership or apply for a mortgage feeling completely confident, only for the loan officer to run your credit and tell you your score is actually a 685. Panic immediately sets in. You wonder if Credit Karma lied to you, if Experian is hiding something, or if your identity was stolen. The fear that your credit score isn't real keeps millions of people up at night. The truth is, neither Experian nor Credit Karma is lying to you. Both numbers are completely accurate. The reason you are seeing a massive gap between the two comes down to a fundamental misunderstanding of what a credit bureau is versus what a credit scoring model is. First, let us strip away the confusion about what these companies actually are. Experian is a credit bureau. There are three major credit bureaus in the United States: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Their primary job is to act as massive data warehouses. They collect data from your lenders, credit card issuers, mortgage companies, and collection agencies. Experian holds a huge folder of your financial history. Credit Karma, on the other hand, is not a credit bureau. Credit Karma does not collect or hold raw credit data on its own. Instead, Credit Karma is a third-party personal finance app and marketplace. They partner with two of the major bureaus, TransUnion and Equifax, to show you the data inside your files at those specific bureaus. This brings us to the first reason your scores differ: data discrepancies between the bureaus. Lenders are not legally required to report your payment activity to all three credit bureaus. While most major banks report to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, smaller regional banks, credit unions, auto lenders, or collection agencies might only report to one or two. If a local store card or a medical bill collection is only reported to Experian, it will show up on your Experian report but will be completely missing from TransUnion and Equifax. Experian's free app shows you a FICO score, specifically the FICO Score 8 model, powered by Experian's data. FICO, created by the Fair Isaac Corporation, is the oldest and most established scoring formula in the country. Credit Karma shows you a Vantage Score, specifically the Vantage Score 3.0 model. Vantage Score was created in 2006 as a joint venture by the three major credit bureaus to compete directly with FICO. Both FICO and Vantage Score operate on a 300 to 850 scale, but their formulas weigh your financial habits differently. For instance, consider how they calculate payment history and debt. FICO places a 30% weight on amounts owed, what we call credit utilization, and 35% on payment history. Vantage Score 3.0, on the other hand, considers payment history to be 40% of your score and places 20% on utilization. Now, here comes the ultimate question: which score actually matters when you are applying for a loan? Over 90% of top mortgage, auto, and credit card lenders use FICO scores to make lending decisions. When a bank decides whether to give you a $400,000 mortgage or a $30,000 car loan, they almost certainly look at a FICO score, not a Vantage Score. In fact, mortgage lenders use specialized, older versions of FICO, like FICO 2, 4, and 5, which are even stricter than the FICO 8 score you see on Experian. So why does Credit Karma exist if lenders rarely use Vantage Score? Because Credit Karma is designed for everyday monitoring and educational tracking, not for formal underwriting. Credit Karma pays TransUnion and Equifax for access to Vantage Score data because it is more cost-effective to provide to users for free. In exchange, Credit Karma recommends credit cards and personal loans to you based on your profile, earning a commission when you apply. Does this mean Credit Karma is useless? Absolutely not. Credit Karma is an incredible tool for two main things: monitoring your credit reports for errors or fraud, and tracking directional trends. If you pay down $5,000 in credit card debt, both your Vantage Score on Credit Karma and your FICO score on Experian will go up. Credit Karma lets you see your TransUnion and Equifax reports updated frequently, allowing you to catch suspicious accounts or incorrect personal details before you ever apply for a loan. So, how do you handle this knowledge moving forward? Here is your actionable, step-by-step credit strategy. Step 1. Use Credit Karma as your daily watchguard. Download it to keep an eye on your TransUnion and Equifax credit reports. Check it once or twice a month to verify that no unauthorized accounts have been opened in your name and to monitor your credit utilization trends. Step 2. Use Experian's free app to track your baseline FICO Score rate. Since Experian gives you a free FICO Score updated regularly, this gives you the closest real-world look at what an auto lender or credit card issuer will see when you apply for new credit. Step 3. Audit your actual credit reports at least once a year. Go to annualcreditreport.com, which is the official, federally mandated site, to pull your full, line-by-line credit reports from Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax for free. Make sure the data across all three matches. If you find a late payment reported on Experian that you actually paid on time, or a collection account on TransUnion that isn't yours, dispute it directly with that bureau. Cleaning up the underlying data fixes your score across every single formula, whether it's FICO or Vantage Score. Step 4. Prepare for major borrowing 6 months in advance. If you plan to buy a house or a car in the next year, stop relying solely on free consumer apps. Check if your credit card issuer, like Discover, Citi, or American Express, provides free FICO scores from Equifax or TransUnion. If you are applying for a mortgage, consider pulling your official Tri-Bureau mortgage FICO scores so you know your exact numbers before a lender pulls them. Stop worrying about why your Credit Karma score and your Experian score do not match. They aren't supposed to. One is a Vantage Score snapshot of your TransUnion and Equifax data built for tracking your progress. The other is a FICO score built on Experian data that closely mirrors what lenders evaluate. Use Credit Karma to protect your profile, use Experian to gauge your lending power, and keep your focus on the core habits that drive both numbers up: paying every bill on time, keeping your credit card balances low, and letting your accounts age over time.